Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to this sessions of Kapita Selecta, but this is the session number 9 or week 9. We are going to talk about some topics that relates to how technology development has made an impact to the way we communicate nowadays. Let me share my PowerPoint. But as I'm trying to share my PowerPoints, I would like to remind you once more that if you want to know more about this topic thoroughly and in much more detail, please go to the LMS, in which there are other articles, journals that you can read and that can be your resource. There are also videos from YouTube link or other links, and also topic of discussions and also quizzes. All right, let's begin. In this session, in this sixth of the ninth, we are going to talk about more or less the graphic web, paper and digital document, virtual and artificial media, and telepresence. Those are the things that now has developed very rapidly and which has changed the way we communicate towards one another. All right. Historically, the graphic web before, it wasn't as interactive as now. It was more of a website or a ways for people to know, to understand uh, the companies, for example, that we're looking for, or the foundation that we are interested in. Now, um, because we have gone through so much length of developing the web from just one-sided communication now into a more interactive one, so that when people go to website right now, they can immediately communicate with the one in the companies or in the foundations regarding topics that they are interested to. Now, it is very convenient now that the graphic web is within our reach. Why? Because as COVID-19 has been with us for the last 2 years, most of us work from home, and the social distancing also made the ways of communicating through screens to screens more interactive than before. I'm not going to tell you about the technicalities of how to make graphic web. No, I'm more going to talk to you about the significance of the development to the communications, um, so that we would know how it has made it easier or maybe more complicated or maybe less conflict, or maybe more conflict than before or misunderstanding than before. Please read the PowerPoints for more detailed informations. These are the examples on how the websites uh, make us uh, correlate with one another, maybe with other websites, other links, other people, other companies, other foundations, in which the communication is very spread out uh, in a manner of just few seconds. Technology development or development of technology also made a very significant impact on how we use paper and digital documents. Before, we are so into papers for everything that we do, for our documents, for daily lives. But now we tend to be more paperless, not because only we care for the environment, but also because uh, the digital document made it possible for us to have a bigger data, bigger information to be put inside. It also made us easier to share through digital documents. It doesn't take a lot of time, it doesn't take a lot of uh, effort, because we can just share the documents through our emails or other ways or other means of communications. All right. These are the benefits of paperless and digital documents, such as environment, as I told you before, no time constraint. It can be shared um, very easily from one country to another, so that it has more benefit than paper-based. Okay. Now, for virtual and artificial media, it was not as developed before as now, because most of the jobs, not most of the jobs, some and maybe most later on, will be taken by the artificial or virtual medias or artificial intelligence. Why? Because through artificial intelligence, the work of 10 people can be done by one robot, or the work of a person can be efficiently done by a system without much effort, much money, much also time. These are made to make our lives more significant and easier than before. Hopefully, through the AI or artificial intelligence, also, we'll be able to focus on things that are more important to us as a human being, such as relationship in a family, such as how to get ourselves healthier than before, and how we maintain our mental health in a good shape than before. Okay. These are the popular culture of artificial media. There are games, training in which you can train your skill development, team coordination, and decision making. Artificial media also not only for games and trainings, but also be in the education area, I'm sorry, military, and also design and maintenance, in which in education we can have a long distance mentoring, when in military we can have a battlefield simulation, and also when in design maintenance, then we can designs for ease of repair. In a telepresence, as we have now experienced because of COVID-19, uh, we tend to communicate now through screens. Uh, Before, it was being used as minimal as possible because we like to communicate interpersonally or face to face, so we can see the gestures, we can see the expressions. But because of the COVID-19 that has been gone for 2 years around the world, we are restricted to our communication ways, and for it to make it as efficient as if you are doing it face to face, the telepresence now are also equipped with the technology that would see you, to hear, to see, to feel even, so that there is um, minimal misunderstanding and more of get to know um, our opinions more through the gadgets that we have now. Thank you.